there's a restaurant here called Freeman's Pub.
I frequent.
Oh, you go to Freeman's Pub?
I love it.
I don't know it.
Nah, that's not for you.
No, this is not for you. This is not your place.
Why is it when anything is ever good? There's another restaurant here called Machete.
Oh yeah. We love it. Love it.
I think I should have dinner.
Take that word out your mouth.
It's not for you.
All these great restaurants and bars, every time I bring one up, say, have you heard of this? Everybody says, whatever you do.
It's not for you.
Don't go
This
there.
is not.
And I'll say, but I hear it's incredibly popular. It's
not for you.
Yeah, this is for people that appreciate food.
Don't do it. Don't go there. Exactly. Well, this place called Freeman's Pub that I guess Dave frequents.
Yeah, I love it. They've got a great little bar in there. They make good drinks, and the food's delicious.
Right. So
and has rated by. I'm not trying to make a commercial for them, but they have been rated in Yahoo as one of the best restaurants in our state.
It's a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's called Freeman's Pub.
Yes.
I've never heard of it until right now.
Really?
I don't know this place at all. How long has it been open?
Oh, I don't know. 8 years?
Yeah.
How
4 to 8 years.
Wait a minute now. How far away from it am I
Where
right
we're
now?
sitting?
Right now?
From right now, yes.
Oh, less than 2 miles.
So it's obvious that I wouldn't know it.
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the university.
Do I ever pass it?
A lot.
not anymore.
Maybe not as much as you used to.
Not as much as you used to.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
When you got in that new, wealth income there, you kind of quit going that
We're
way.
not gonna. Nobody with onions on their shirt is gonna sit here and tell me about.
I want that T-shirt.
So anyway, this place called Freeman's Pub, and Dave agrees with exactly what our texting friend just said. They have coffee mugs from like all over the world, all over the country, because they're sent in. So no coffee mug is the same. That's a pretty neat thing.
Yeah, it's very unique.
So they have people send them in. And so you get a different, like if you and I sat down for coffee, we'd get different mugs. And apparently a woman was in there the other day and asked if she could buy whatever particular mug she had, but it came from Seattle. And the server said, well, they're not for sale because people send them in from all over, and it's like a unique feel to the place, so we don't
The
sell
owner
them.
picks them up on their travels. And
Oh, there you
drinks.
are. So we don't sell the mugs. And now, according to Dave and our man in the news, the woman put her napkin over her coffee mug. The woman she was eating with looks back up at the camera, and they steal it. She steals the mug. So this
Knowing full well there
well,
are cameras.
and she had just been told you can't buy this, so she steals it. So then the place Freeman's Pub has it on video. What puts
Several
it on,
angles.
several angles of it, and Dave says what put it on their Facebook and linked it to the women.
Everywhere, linked it to the perpetrators' pages.
Were they able to find this person, the perp, because of
Biggie kind of followed along with it
credit
too.
card information?
So they found out who it was. They knew, and they put it on her Facebook
They
and her
tagged her.
friends and
They
her
tagged
friend.
her, yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, like, thousands of people are commenting on it.
Oh, it's
right?
gone all over the world. People were commenting, like, following this from New Zealand.
Mug thief.
Yeah.
Mug thief.
Yeah.
Is that incredible or what?
It is.
I mean, it's a terrible thing to do. I mean, you're stealing. I mean, that is stealing.
But to get busted like that.
Like that. I mean, it's like.
Look, I've taken beer mugs
Right.
back in my day.
I mean, college kids have been stealing signs and beer mugs and stuff like
Guilty.
that forever.
Let me say
Forever.
this. The
True.
difference is you just stole that, I think. This person asked
And was told.
was told
Yeah.
no.
But don't you think even if they had not been told, it would be just as viral? I mean,
Of course,
it's
yeah.
stealing a
Well,
mug. It's stealing a mug. They
I
have
don't-
one video stealing a mug.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'd be maybe as viral because this went viral because the person was called out.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
that's
do
the
think
thing. I
there's-
mean, let's say the same thing had happened,
the
but she
level
hadn't
of
asked.
audacity on this
Because she knows.
is higher. Yeah,
she knows.
You might have been a drunk college kid
Mm-hmm.
who walked out with a beer mug.
Yeah.
Is it stealing? Absolutely. There's no excuse for that.
Right.
But this, to me, is a whole different level of audacity because you asked and were told no,
Mm-hmm.
and told why. Like these mugs were sent
Mm-hmm.
from friends of ours, family of ours.
Yeah.
This is a very special thing to us.
Yes.
And this is why they are not for sale.
Right.
You heard the reason,
Mm-hmm.
and you still went, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to steal it anyway. I like it
Yeah.
that much. I'm going to steal it.
So I think there's a different, to me, stealing is stealing, yes, but there's a different level of audacity on this one.
Levels.
So if she hadn't asked, you'd give her more of a break.
Yeah, I mean,
you know stealing is stealing, and,
Yeah.
and you look and you say, oh, I love this mug. They're never going to sell it to me because it's a mug. I mean, you can't buy
Yeah.
though. So you just say, okay, I'm going to stick it in my purse and steal it. You would, you say that's a little different than being asked and told
yeah,
it
because
came from Seattle.
you now know the reason,
Mhm.
and you're told that this is a personal thing. That these, and now of course some comments were why are you, using personal special mugs in a restaurant? You should know they're going to be taken.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
They
but
can
there's always a
steal.
level
I
of
don't
people.
I
agree
mean,
with
I
that.
don't
No,
agree with
but there's
that.
always people who say things. Yeah, it's funny
Yeah.
to watch the comment section because it's funny to watch people start to defend the Steelers slowly.
I
Like,
can't defend her. I mean, that's stealing. That is 100%
Yeah.
wrong. But she's being crushed way
Yeah.
more. I mean, once in a while, somebody just comes as an example of something happens, and you just get it. It's just your time. You just
and then
get
when you layer on they're locally owned. There's one.
yeah.
They own one restaurant.
Right.
It's a small business.
Right,
And
yeah.
everybody has a hard time making it these days in
Yes.
business.
Yeah.
And to do something like that.
Yeah,
And
the backstory's perfect for the internet because there's clearly a good guy and clearly a bad guy.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. Plus, what'll probably happen is this place will get way more mugs sent to them now. If it really
Yeah,
has
you're
gone
right.
viral, they'll probably get one from New
People-
Zealand.
Actually, people started saying, "I'm going to send you a
Send you
mug
a mug,
from
yeah.
here.
Exactly.
I'm going to send you." Apparently, it ended up in some group called True Crime or something.
Mhm.
So people were all over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And also, what happened was they said, when we receive the mug back, we will take down the info
Mhm.
and just take the person's name off.
Their
And they
picture.
did that.
Damage done, though, right? Did they get the
Yeah.
mug back? They got the mug back?
They got the mug back, and
She
they did
returned it.
change it. But people were like, "What? I need to know who this is." And
Mm-hmm.
they said some people obviously had screenshots. You could go back
Yeah.
and see the name.
If you're the woman that did that, how would you handle it after the fact? I mean, after you get totally called out. Because the thing about it is, if she hadn't been called out, she'd have just kept the mug. She would have just kept it, and that would have been
Yeah, I had
that.
a fun story.
Yeah, if it's 1990 and nobody knew any different, that'd be it,
I would have to take a hard look at myself, truly. And I say that because, again, it's not like I just stole something that I didn't know.
Mhm.
It's different to me is that you asked and were told.
But in the cold light of day, it has almost zero value.
Yeah.
They weren't stealing a diamond. They
That's
weren't
right.
stealing
Yeah.
anything valuable.
But
it's a
no, but
coffee
that
mug.
makes it
what-
different to
But
me.
what I can say is we've all done as bad or worse. We've taken
We're just
mugs.
not on camera.
We're just not on camera. We've all, I mean, if you want to really take a hard look at yourself, I've stolen a neon sign. So is Chris Demm.
Sure, but what I'm saying is I think there is a different level to it because of the personalness of it.
I don't know about
what
that.
I mean by that is, would you have stolen the neon sign if somebody said to you, "Can I buy that
Nobody
neon
had to tell
sign?"
me. I knew full well what I was doing.
But can I
was
finish?
wrong.
Yes.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
if you stole a neon sign.
Mhm.
If you had gone up to the bartender
So can I buy
and
the
said,
sign?
"Can I buy that sign?" He said, "No." He said, "My father died and left me that sign."
Mm-hmm.
And then if you still had the audacity to take it,
Yes.
I think that adds a different level.
Well, perhaps, but
Well, not in the eyes of the law.
in the eyes of the law.
I'm not. I'm just talking about
Yeah.
because you said, "What would you think to yourself if you were this woman today?"
Yeah.
And I'd say, I think I am a POS.
Okay, so let's say you steal the neon sign when you're 22, and it makes the newspaper, and the owner says the terrible thing about it is my dad left me that. Okay, would you return it?
I
Would you
would.
feel bad?
I would take it back.
Yeah, well,
And-
that's what
and-
she's done. So that's what she's done. She's taken it back now. And so, but I think she's been crushed, over a mug, which, rightfully so. She
the
did it.
damage is
That's
done.
on her, but the damage is done. I think I would have done exactly what she did. Take it back, beg for forgiveness, and I'd probably go on my own social media and say, I am taking a hard
blanked
look at
up.
my,
Well,
I messed up. I'm taking a hard
There's
look at
another
myself.
level too,
Mhm.
where she commented publicly
What'd she
and,
say?
and owned up to it and
Yeah.
said, "I did this. There's no excuse for it."
Right.
But then privately, she sent them a message like, "I can't believe you do this to me and blast me like this." So I mean, her levels of audacity keep getting. And actually, they put that up. They're like, "Well, here's what you really think. Here's the private
Dang,
message." you
man,
sent
she's
us."
got to shut up.
Yeah.
She has got to stop stepping.
Would you
on it.
would you go out and buy a dozen mismatched coffee mugs and
donate it?
donate them to the restaurant?
Yes.
They wouldn't want them.
Yeah,
Well, let me
that
tell
person-
ya,
But yeah, I would try everything I could. But she really screwed up.
They went so far as to figure out who made the mug. It's like a potter in Seattle,
right?
and that person is probably getting blown up with orders today.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
when you see the comments and people are like, "I've been looking for a mug like this so that I can send it to you," and they're like, "We can't find it. Nobody can find it." And,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Yeah, it's one of a kind."
I know.
And
does
and
the
it's gone.
punishment fit the crime?
Well, she got internet shamed.
She got internet
Yeah.
There's
shame.
zero
So
punishment.
Well, I guess that's right. I mean,
And a lot of people that will never meet her
but yeah.
think she's a POS.
But she's going to forever be the POS, right?
Yes.
Isn't she going to be? Is she going to be recognized in other restaurants as that POS who stole that?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. But the restaurant's a hero, probably.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to an extent.
I mean, yeah.
It doesn't hurt them.
Yeah.
But I think they weren't looking for that. That restaurant wasn't looking for that.
I agree, but could the restaurant have just as easily? Would it have been a better tact to figure out who she is and call her and say, "Hey, we know you took that mug. We have you on video. We're going to blow you up unless you bring it back."
I don't know what happened.
Give her
before,
another chance.
I don't know if they did that before they posted the information.
Maybe they did.
They may have tried that.
Maybe they did.
And that didn't work.
It's hard to call people.
Well,
you
true.
can't always just call people, even if you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's hard to get in touch. But we got her on Facebook. Could you send her a private Facebook message saying, "Hey, we have you on video doing this. If you don't bring that mug back, we're going to shame you."
I'm not sure if that's where it started. It may have started there. And
Do you think they owed her that or no?
I think so. I think that's better than probably blasting somebody off the top.
Business do that all the time. This person's a shoplifter.
Well, you're right.
This person wrote a bad check.
You're right.
There's no obligation to give you a heads up.
No, they committed a crime.
You're right. They did it. The woman did it. You're right. David, you're talking about stealing, and you're stealing signs now. Go ahead.
Yeah, back in the 80s, there was a bar in High Point called Good Times on Moore Street, and had about an 8-foot plywood Rock 92 sign out there, and we pushed it off the wall and throwed it over the fence, and then backed the truck up to it later on and throwed it in the back of the truck. And then I had a 8-foot long Rock 92 sign that I couldn't hang up anywhere because everybody would know I stole it.
Yeah.
Look,
see, that's the thing.
We've all sobered up the next morning and said, "What am I going to do?" You took that sign.
You took that. That's our sign.
That's our sign. That was our old sign.
You owe us one sign. What did you wind up doing with that sign?
We burned it.
Yeah.
Bonfire.
Right decision.
My God.
Right decision.
Let it season until October. We'll burn it outside.
Big old bonfire.
Nice and dry.
Thanks, David. Hilarious. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's our sign. That's our sign. That's our station. That's our home station.
Burned it in effigy.
Yes.
I drank under that sign.
That's Chris Demm's sign. Chris Demm probably put his
those people were great.
signature on
We
that
did
sign.
tons of business
good
with those
times?
guys. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes, exactly. I don't know. It's just interesting that, we have had segments on this show where it's like, I stole this, I stole that. We all laugh along and everything. But in the other context, it's like now you catch a woman doing it, you internet shame her, and everybody hates her. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a little bit disingenuous of us. I understand Biggie's point about she was told you can't steal it. But we don't really need to be told you can't steal something. Everything's probably got a backstory,
Exactly.
The neon sign is gonna cost the bartender or the owner of the bar a few $100s.
But boy, it's a life-changing moment for that person.
Oh, 100%.
One, because they did it. Two, they got caught. And three, they got shamed about it and now have to own up to it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times, people who get caught, they're the ones who make the loudest noise. Most of us get away with it.
Exactly right.
It's like speeding.
Most of us get away with it. Well, it's like my wife. We're watching this show. I keep going back to it. Presumed Innocent. And
hard and dirty.
Hard and dirty.
Nice.
Jake Gyllenhaal is having hard and dirty sex with a woman who winds up murdered.
Not his wife.
And later, now they're in therapy, and he's like, "I love you so much. I want to keep this marriage together." And my wife says, "Well, you'd still be banging the other woman if she hadn't gotten killed, and hadn't rebuffed you." So that's, you get caught.
People are sorry when they get caught.
They get caught. That's exactly.
I'm sorry. You're not sorry because of what you did. You're sorry because you got caught.
You're sorry because you got caught. That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting little dichotomy there.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of this story. I didn't see anything on social media about it.
I'm going over and having
it blew up all day.
I'm only over at Freeman's.
No, you're not. Just
It's not for you.
I'm going over.
They don't know.
What do they serve over there?
Nothing you
quite
want.
a mix.
They have great food. I think they have one of the best steaks in town, to be honest with you. They got a great steak.
I'll grab a salad over there.
Salad.
Get a little salad.
They have good roasted corn. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
The street corn's so good.
All right. Street corn.
That's not for
All right.
for
We'll
you.
see if I like it or not.